opportunity to do battle between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Go! At their own 26-yard line. Let's go now. Check three.
They'll run on first down. Lawson. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawson. From the gun on third down. Rowe. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Super. Check, boy. Hold on. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Third and 3. Cut. 120. 951. We go. Hey, Mike 51.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
From the gun on third down. Rowe over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, it's Lawson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On second down now. It's Lawson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D.
To throw on third down. Rowe. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Zoo for 66. 51. Hey, Zoo. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 7. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On second down, it's Lawson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Rowe. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on second down. Rowe. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Hold on.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it's going to be second down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 3rd down, Lawson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Nixon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline.
That's what I do. Out. Value three. Topper. 51.
Nixon will try the right side. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Goes tonight. Line 20. Check. 47. Record. 4 down. Smith. Mike 47.
3rd and 2. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Watch the eye.
On first down, it's Lawson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard vision brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check it out, Reed. Check that 7. Check that.
On first down, Rowe, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. It's caught by Jackson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, Rowe. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first and 10, Rowe. Allen's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Lawson, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rowe. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Rowe.
They go all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rowe. Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Lawson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 33-yard line.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll try the left side. It's Lawson. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to throw. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Back to throw. Rowe.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's second and 8. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance?
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 13.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. They toss to Mixon, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff on third down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Not totally.